God, Studio Series just pours out with Revenge of the Fallen characters. I mean, we had Studio Series Devastator, which had 8 to 9 characters right there, and even then it was still pouring out with a whole ton of Revenge of the Fallen characters, and we're still doing that. Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we're going to be taking a look at the newly revealed, this is the Studio Series Sideways. Now, we did see an image earlier, but we couldn't really tell if this was for sure confirmation, and it seems like this is going to be the case. This is going to be the Studio Series Sideways, which a lot of people don't like, a lot of people seem to kind of like, but not really, and feel like this figure could have been better. I feel like it's an improvement on certain things in my mind of what I expected, and then it's also a disappointment at the same time, if that makes any sense. If I had to nail it down, it's kind of like the Studio Series Jolt, where I'm disappointed by a couple of things initially, but then I kind of grew into it, and now I really enjoy that figure a lot. I feel like I'm going to get the same feel with the Sideways, and I'm going to explain that. But we're going to start off with the alt mode, and these images are just reference material. I want to make that clear. You can check out a link down in the description below for the article. But here's the alt mode, and it doesn't necessarily look exactly like the original Audi. Now, that's most likely due to copyright reasons. It's the same reason why that Dino isn't the exact Ferrari that he was in the film. It's because they just want to get away with that. They don't want to have to deal with the copyright holder, so they just made up their own alt mode. Some people say, oh, it's based on the game, and I'm not necessarily for sure about that. It just seems like they didn't really want to get the copyrights to it. Anyways, so for this alt mode, it does seem a lot more sharper, especially in the wheels, and then you can see at the front section, it almost looks like a Gen E version of an Audi. And it's not bad color-wise. I like the light gray, I like the silver, I think that's fine. It kind of blends into itself, but I think overall it's okay. Maybe it could use a slightly darker tone, but I think overall it's fine. And yeah, it looks pretty decent to me. I mean, I like the alt mode. I like the overall look of it. It's not that original Audi, so my brain just disconnects to that. But I do like the front section. I love how the headlights are designed. And you can definitely see the Audi from the side, I think, with the doors. But, yeah, it's not too bad. And then we take a look at the robot mode, and this is where most of the divide comes into play. Now, it was pointed out that the legs also have this backwards joint, so you can have that if you want, more like the traditional movie verse, but you could also have it just as a normal leg if you want. Now, when I saw the initial image, I noticed that the shoulders were way too far down, and I thought, okay, they gotta move up further because otherwise you're not gonna be able to move it, and that seems to be the case. The head is completely sunken into the torso, and I thought, okay, maybe it's just mistransformed, but no, it stays in that spot. There's no hinge, no joint or anything like that. It stays right there. So that's a little unfortunate. It seems like you might be able to rest the shoulders a little further down, like the plates here forming the front of the car, or the hood. I think you can bring that down a little further, but I can't say for sure. I will say that the head sculpt does look fine, but it's a lot of silver on the head, and it feels out of place compared to everything else. I think the gun looks pretty good. It does slide over the hand, and the hands themselves definitely look like Barricade. And, you could definitely see nods to Barricade in this form. I mean, back then you could see Barricade from this. So, I do like it. Yeah, it's kibbly on the back, but I've seen much worse. And when seeing the toy being messed around with, it actually seemed like a lot of fun. It seemed like an okay toy. So, I think just for a figure itself, to add another Decepticon to the Studio Series, I don't think Sideways is bad. And there's some images out there that made it look really good. There's a charging pose that actually looks really nice. But it's just not everything that I was hoping for. I think it could have been better, but not as bad as I was worried about. So, what do you guys think? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I will see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV, now that's just prime.